I'm here with Rockies outfielder Carlos Gonzalez. And Cargo, tell me how you spent your off season and what was the most interesting or unique thing that you did?
Well, I did a lot of things. But first of all, I was just focused on my wrist, trying to heal, trying to get better. I worked with the Winter Ball team and the trainers and everything when I was back home. We did everything possible to get me back to where I was, before the injury. And, right now I feel great. I feel 100% ready to go. And, I did a lot of things. Like I say, I went to a couple different countries like Dominican Republic. I went to Aruba. I spent time with my family and, just enjoyed.
You talked about the wrist injury. You did miss some time last season with that injury. Can you get into a little more detail on where things are at with that and what you've been doing to treat it so that you are 100% when the season starts?
Well, I follow everything what the doctors and our trainers told me. Just went back, tried to rest for 3 weeks, and then I start swinging the bat slowly, baby steps in November. Like I said, I went to every Winter Ball game. Of course, not playing, but just doing my work, trying to get the work in, run the bases, hit, do the treatment. And, I feel really happy because they helped me. They helped me to get back to business. And, like I said, I'm really excited to play.
Are you aware that Mr. Kadir is an amateur magician? Have you seen any of his tricks yet?
Yeah, well, when I had the chance when we were in the Fan Fest, he do a lot of couple tricks. It was amazing. He's a great guy. Like I told you, we spend time together in the clubhouse, and we're really excited to have him.
Absolutely. Well, we're looking forward to seeing what both you and he can do this season. Cargo hit .295 last year with 26 homers, 92 RBIs. Expect much of the same this season from Mr. Cargo himself. In Scottsdale, I'm Vanessa Hughes. I'm here with new Rockies outfielder Michael Kadir. And you probably know Michael is a heck of a ball player, but you might not know he's also an amateur magician. Michael, can you tell us how you got interested in magic?
Yeah, I was about 9, 10 years old, and I was always infatuated with illusions and the reactions that people would get when they did magic tricks. And I learned a basic trick back then, and would take it to summer camps or whatever and show my trick, and somebody would show me theirs. And got to about high school and started learning certain techniques, and then started making tricks up on my own. So, I think I made probably 4 or 5 tricks up and taking them to different spring trainings, and it allowed me to get an icebreaker, especially my first big league camp with the Twins. If you're 19, 20 years old and you're going there with all these older guys, and it gave me something to spark conversation. So it's been a lot of fun, and just the reactions from guys.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to see if Michael can work some magic on me here. Let's see what you got.
So first thing I want you to do is just make sure there's nothing in that box.
Okay. Nothing in there, as far as I can tell.
We're safe,
Empty.
Right?
Okay.
All right, so we're safe. So anytime you want, what you do is you just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right, and you'll take the bottom card.
The bottom card. Okay.
All right, so that's your card right there. You can show the camera if the camera can see it.
No looking.
I'm not looking. I'm looking on center field.
Okay.
All right, so you have your card. So obviously the 6 of clubs is not your card.
Correct.
Correct. So we're going to take the 6 of clubs, put it in the box, and we'll put the box right there, so everybody can see that the box isn't going anywhere.
Okay.
Now you're going to look and see if that's still your card.
Still my card.
And you're going to show the camera it's still your card. And then you're going to put it anywhere in the pack.
Okay.
All right. So the first element of the trick is first I got to find your card.
Right.
And the deal is everybody has on their hands, you got your own fingerprints, right?
Right.
My fingerprint's different than your fingerprint,
Right.
and so on and so forth. Well, as you're holding the card and you're playing with the card, your fingerprints get left on the card. And my job is to find the fingerprint. So I see yours was a red card. The red card is thrown in there with a lot of paint on it. So I'm thinking your card is the 7 of hearts.
Wow. That's
Correct?
right. That's
All right.
right.
So we have the 7 of hearts, 6 of clubs is in the box, right?
Okay.
So I want you to hold on to your card, the 7 of hearts. Just hold it just like this.
Okay.
Turn your hand around.
Okay.
There you go. Just like that. And don't let go of this card.
Okay.
Hold on to the card. You didn't let go, right?
No.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Positive.
Positive.
Hold on to it. All right, so in the box was the 6 of clubs.
Right.
Your card's the 7 of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
But as we were doing that, I switched it out. Ace of hearts is now, and let's see what's in there.
Oh my goodness.
Your card gets into the box.
Wow. That's impressive.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh. I guess I'll never know Michael's secrets. But with Michael, the magician, this is Vanessa Hughes at Rocky Spring Training in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm here with the newest addition to the Rockies pitching staff, righty Jeremy Guthrie. And Jeremy, you were scheduled to go to arbitration with the Orioles on the same day that you found out you were traded to the Rockies. What was your reaction when you found out that you were coming to Colorado?
Well, it was a great trade, a unique opportunity for me and my family, and we enjoyed the heck out of Baltimore, and it was 5 years there, and to get a chance to come over to an organization that's built to win this year and trying to get back to where they've been the past couple of years is it's a lot of fun for me.
Now, I know you were the Orioles' opening day starter last year, and you've pitched over 200 innings the last 3 seasons, so you definitely are a workhorse, so to speak. Where do you see yourself fitting into the Rockies' rotation this season?
Well, I'm very unfamiliar with the pitchers here. I've seen a few of them on TV games as we wrap up on the East Coast and, catch a guy like Chacin or Rogers I remember watching pitch. So I really don't know where I fit in. I'm just going to be a guy that comes in and hopefully prepares well and gives myself a chance to help the team win each time I'm out there. And I'll take the ball whenever they give it to me. So that's really the key is staying healthy, being able to make all of your starts and hopefully log a lot of innings and make them quality innings. And that's my goal each and every year.
You mentioned you are a person who enjoys being on a bike. I won't say an avid cyclist because he corrected me. But maybe just talk about your thoughts on biking around the different ballparks and the different cities that you will be traveling to. I know you said you kind of have a plan for that.
Well, yeah, I think I've ridden a bike since I can remember, whether it was a paper route growing up in Oregon, riding to the mall, riding to the Foot Locker to get a pair of shoes. That's just how I've always traveled. So I think I bought my first car when I signed in 2002, and really it was a shared car between my wife and I. So I've just always ridden. I rode in spring training my first year. I've ridden to AA stadiums, AAA stadiums, and Major League stadiums in Baltimore the past 5 years. I enjoy being on a bicycle. I think it's freedom. I think it's great exercise and great to be outside. So this year I really want to take a camera on there and maybe give some people a chance to see, what it's like the day in the life of a major league player, where they might go, whether it's New York City or whether it's Houston, whether it's Cincinnati, and kind of make it fun.
Now it's time to buckle down and get serious.
That's it. Yeah, it's time to get back on the diet. I had a chef in Vegas when I worked out there, so and it worked out perfect. So my fiance's trying to lose weight and I'm trying to gain weight. So.
He tells it like it is, right? Do you have any weaknesses? Like, are you a sweets guy or a salt guy or anything that you just really crave?
I'm a late night gummy bears, gummy worms, gummies, anything gummy, love gushers, all that. I wake up in the middle of the night and go get some gushers. So.
Wow. Well, there are worse habits to have, though. That's not the end of the world as long as you brush your teeth.
Yeah, for sure. But that's the thing. I brush my teeth before I go to bed, fluoride, all that. And then I'll wake up in the middle of the night and throw in some. Well, my mom was a dental assistant, so she kind of gets on me all the time about my teeth. So.
How much has your attention to diet and nutrition changed from when you first came up with the Rockies to where you're at now?
Used to eat everything. I could go crush a triple cheeseburger, go, eat whatever, and, I'd actually lose weight. I remember I was in the Olympics, and you eat in the village, and I didn't like any of the food they had at McDonald's. I had McDonald's probably 90% of the time, and I ended up losing weight. I came back, and before I got called up, I was, probably the thinnest I've ever been.
I'm here with Brian Jordan, the Rockies strength and conditioning coach, and in an area that often gets overlooked, diet and nutrition plays a huge part in the success of these major league athletes. And Brian, I wanted to ask you, what is your role in this whole big picture of getting these guys ready for the game?
Well, from a nutrition standpoint, really trying to educate them on ways to fuel their body properly, the timing of foods, proper foods for inflammation, for fuel before the game, post-game, those kind of things. Other roles, obviously, I work with them with staying in shape and lifting weights and staying above the demands of the game with their individual programs.
Do you find that most of the guys in the Rockies clubhouse are pretty good about staying disciplined with their diet and stay in tune with what they need to do to, stay in good shape? Or do you find that there are a few that kind of stray from from what they should be doing?
I think all in all, most of them, more than half, probably 3/4 of the team does a tremendous job. And I say tremendous. They're very disciplined on things that they want to eat, things that they eat well, and they're disciplined. And then there's obviously some bad games and maybe some cheat days where guys are tired of the same stuff that they'll eat a little differently. But the time has changed really from 10, 15, even 5 years ago, where guys just kind of just winged it and ate whatever they wanted to eat. Now they know that it affects their performance, knows that it affects their health and how they feel. And so once they understand that, then it's a little easier decision before a game what to eat and what not to eat, and not just just go out there and do whatever.
Well, you, along with teammate Dexter Fowler, who also got engaged this offseason, are now both spoken for, so to speak. I know you and Dexter are close friends. Was he one of the first people that you called to tell the good news?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely one of the first because we're actually groomsmen in each other's weddings. So, I guess we met each other at age 19. He was 18, I was 19, and been together since, grew up, roommates. It's only fitting that, we still growing up at the same level, same rate. So both of us decided to settle down now.
Welcome back to Mile High Sports Radio, everyone. And I'm very excited to be joined by NBA legend and TNT broadcaster Charles Barkley. Charles, let's get right to it. What are your thoughts on the NBA lockout?
I don't think they're going to play at all next year. I was the first person to say it. I don't think they're going to play at all. I think that the differences between the owners and the players are really wide. Number one, they got financial issues, but also the thing where all the stars want to play together and in major markets that really hurts the small market teams, and that business plan won't work for the NBA.
The league claims that 22 of the 30 teams are losing money. Why are teams so broke?
It really shouldn't be hard to believe because you think about it. We've been in a recession for 3 years. Advertising avenues are down. But one thing that hasn't been down is player salaries. Player salaries have continued to rise, and they're going to continue to rise. They all have 5, 6, 7 year deals.